This tension is rising so thick we just might choke. But if we keep moving, it ain't us that's gonna wind up broke. Some people might think we're crazy, but crazy is all we've known. It's probably that they just ain't ready. That's why they're going up in smoke. We're giving this all we've got. We're taking our only shot. On a tightrope, we're surviving. Oh, yeah. Trying to make it to a new horizon. This moment feels so cutthroat. So cutthroat. The stakes get so much higher when it's so late on the line. But we don't feel no fear. We ain't got no kryptonite. We're giving this all we got. We're taking our only shot. Ooh, ooh. On a tightrope, we're surviving. Oh, yeah. Trying to make it to a new horizon. This moment feels so cutthroat. So cutthroat.
Happy Wednesday, everybody. I'm Mark,
And I'm Stephanie.
and we are the Cruise World, and hopefully you can see us okay. Hopefully you can hear us okay. If not, monitor the chat stuff because, boy, it was a time here, like always, and for some reason we keep going out of focus, and that's frustrating, Stephanie. Hopefully we can keep it from doing that. If not, we might need to buy a new camera before the next time. But how was your day?
It was good. It was my typical Wednesday. Go
Yeah.
to work.
Yeah, for me, I'm in work in the office all week this week, and then today I had my haircut scheduled. I don't know if you can notice; it's been a little while, but I got my ears lowered, so trying to clean up there. And we've been very busy. What are we doing?
We are getting ready to put our house up for sale.
Yeah, we are going to try to catch the back end of this housing boom. You know, being a seller's market. I know we're on the tail end of it, but we've been getting ready. Our goal is to be in Florida in a few years. So if we can get a profit off of our house right now, why not, right? But we're glad to be here with you guys tonight, spending another Wednesday night doing what we love, and that's, focusing our camera, right? And chatting. Well, that's just frustrating. Chatting about cruising, and we're going to do some trivia. We might just be out of focus tonight is what it might be. People might enjoy that more anyway. And we'd rather be spending time with you guys on a ship, but until we can get out and do that and meet all of you guys in person, this is the next best thing. So without any further ado, Steph, why don't we go to the chat and see who's in here tonight?
All right. Looks like we have Sarah Binkowitz.
What is up, Sarah? I know she was in the chat pretty early tonight, so welcome, Sarah.
We have MGM Family Travel.
Bill and Lucy, welcome to you guys. How are you?
Betsy from Beach Please.
Betsy from Beach Please, how are you?
The Tyler Show's in the house.
Tyler Show, what's going on, Tyler?
Puppy the Cat.
Puppy the Cat says that she has her KAHOOTS ready, and she's ready to come in last place. Hopefully you don't come in last place, Puppy, but even if you do, hopefully you'll have a good time.
Yes. Billy Furon is in the
Billy,
house.
what is going on? Just got off the Symphony of the Seas just a little while ago. Largest ship in the world, and I think there were only like 12 or 1,300 people on it. That is amazing. Amazing.
Janice from JP Travel Adventures.
What's going on, Janice?
Just Dave.
The voice. Just Dave. What's going on, buddy?
Rhonda B.
Rhonda says hello, everyone, and hello to the cruise world. Yes, hello, everyone.
Travel Adventures with Eric B. I am super jealous.
Yes.
I can't wait to see all of
We're going to have to pick your brain, Eric, because Eric, for those of you that don't know, I think he might still actually be in Iceland. If not, he was just in Iceland. We actually will be heading to Iceland via cruise in a couple of years, 2023. Yeah, about 2 years from now. Really looking forward to that. It just looks amazing. Eric, I can't wait to watch your videos, hear your stories, and see your pictures because that's amazing.
We have See the World with Chris in the house.
Yep, and we did mention Puppy. I don't know if we actually said a hello to her, but hello. See the World with Chris in the house. What's going on, buddy?
We have Tom Beetle Bailey.
Tom, what is going on? Rhonda's better half. Did we say hello to Tyler from the Tyler Show?
We did.
What's going on, Tyler?
Anthony Simone, hope you had a good birthday yesterday.
Yes. Big birthday boy from yesterday. What's going on, Anthony? Good to see you.
Spiker's Crazy Adventures.
Spikers, how you doing, guys?
Chris Goo, Bonsoir.
Bonsoir, Chris Goo, our friend to the north.
Holly Ayers.
What's up, Holly, our fellow Michigander? What is going on?
We have Stacy O.
Stacy O, I don't see you in the. I've lost a whole bunch of people. There we go. All right, Stacy O saying hello, everyone.
T&K Travels.
T&K Travels in the house. What's going on, guys?
Alan Watkins.
Alan Watkins.
We've got Lovey's Fat Life.
Mike, hello. How are you, sir?
Cheryl Rosinski.
What's going on, Cheryl? Nice to have you here.
Traveler Bust.
Traveler Bust says, hello, Cruise World. Yes, hello, Traveler Bust. It's very nice to have you guys here. Just as Cynthia, or Puppy the Cat, as she likes to be called in these certain circles, mentioned earlier, we will be doing Kahoots trivia later, so either get your second device or just open up a new window there in your browser and go to kahoot.it and get ready. We will be playing that a little later.
Ray Mullen is in the house.
What is going on? Ray Mullen from Nags Head, North Carolina. Hopefully you are doing well tonight.
Brenda Baker.
Brenda Baker says, hi, guys. How are y'all? Well, we are good, and I hope you are good, too.
Donna Bodyfelt.
Donna Bodyfelt. That looks like a new name. She says, hey, from Austin, currently in Vegas. Well, welcome to you. A big-sized Texas-sized hello to you, Donna. And I hope you're doing well in Vegas. If you're gambling, I hope the odds are with you. I'm actually going to be in Vegas in just a couple of weeks, meeting up with some friends, some new friends, some old friends. Going to have a good time out there.
The Cruise Nuts are in the house.
What is up, Cruise Nuts? I think I lost the chat again. It loves to jump, doesn't it?
It does.
But hello, Cruise Nuts.
Tony Powell, loved your new song.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I also see Megan Morris in the house saying hello, everyone, as well as our friend Kathy that we met on the Mardi Gras CA Cruiser.
Hello, Kathy.
What is going on, Kathy? Do you see anybody else there?
Yep, Mike from Beach, please.
Mike, what is going on, my friend? And I would like to say a hello to our friend Matt Johnson. He's one of our former Kahoots trivia winners who will not be in the chat tonight. This is really going to bug us, isn't it?
Yes.
He won't be in the chat tonight because we just saw him at Buffalo Wild Wings right before we came home. He's having his fantasy football draft, but he said he's going to catch the replay. So hello, Matt. We still owe him a shirt. We didn't ship it to him because he's like, yeah, we'll catch up because he's pretty local to us. And unfortunately, we didn't have the shirt on us because we had no idea.
Well, it wouldn't fit you. It's a medium.
Yeah. Oh, that's not what I meant. So in honor of football starting this week, we are rocking our favorite colors. We got the Detroit Lions, so we're gonna ride with them until as long as we can. We bleed the Honolulu blue. There's the Cruise Nuts saying hello.
Yes.
Donna says we had to cancel our cruise, so they went to Vegas instead, having a large time. Headed to Fremont Street in a while. Fremont Street is crazy.
It is. You're gonna do the zip line?
Yeah, I want to do that. That's oh, look who we got. Terry Martin in the house, asking when we're taking the show on the road. That's from Terry in Tennessee. I prefer to take my show to the waters, to the ocean. And speaking of ocean, we got the Ocean Life in here. Hey guys, go Lions! And I do believe that's our friend Ricky, right? Ricky Ocean. What's going on, Ricky?
Yeah.
Good to have you here.
We've got Mandy George from Louisiana.
What is going on, Mandy George? Good to see you here. We got Facebook user saying hello. Hey, Facebook user. We're not sure who you are. Maybe Steph can pop over and see. If you were to log into YouTube, we'd be able to see your name on there. But we can try to check that out.
Dennis Styles.
Dennis Styles is in the house.
Be over there on
All right. Says
Facebook.
you wouldn't miss it. Mark and Stephanie, thanks for your time. Yeah, Dennis, we'll assume that you're that Facebook user for right now. So hello to you there. And let's see. Guys, if you didn't already know, speaking of Facebook, we have a Facebook group. We post pictures. We chat about cruising and travel, and we just have a good time. So if you're not already joined over there, please do so.
We also have all of our cruises that we are booked on. We don't have any group cruises, nope. But if you are interested in what we have going on, they're all listed under the events section. Yeah, no group cruises per se that we're actually organized. We will make an announcement on that. It's going to be far out. We will eventually do one. That I promise. Mm-hmm. We are on a few group cruises, and those are all listed on our Facebook group as well. Hey, real quick, also hit that like button down there. It's down there somewhere. Looks like we got 57 in the house. I'd love to see at least 57 likes on this if we can. But speaking of the Facebook page, a little earlier today, I posted a question over there. Now, some of my most memorable excursions, and yours too, I'm sure. Maybe you can do the magic touch there. Yours as well have probably been over in Europe and in Alaska, right? Yes. But when most of us think of cruising, what most cruises we do are in the Bahamas and the Caribbean. So my question to you is this, and I'd love to see your responses in the chat so we can talk about it, and also over there on the Facebook group. But tonight, right here in the chat, if you had to name one destination in the Bahamas or the Caribbean that is just like your favorite spot to go, like you would always want that spot on your itinerary, what would it be? And maybe it's because of an excursion that's there, or just a place you like to go. I would love to chat about that. So let's see them down there in the chat there. Beach Please says, question, what camera do you guys use? I'm guessing you don't want to use this web camera, right? It's actually a Logitech Brio. It's a pretty good camera. It's a 1080p camera, but for tonight, for some reason, it is having some major issues with focus. So I don't know what's going on. So Beach Please, I don't know if you're saying that to be facetious or not. Megan saying she just got back last week from her first cruise on Celebrity Summit out of St. Martin, 12% occupancy. Wow. They truly rolled out the red carpet for us. And Curacao was her favorite port. So, hey, all right. That's what I want to know, Megan Morris. Curacao is your favorite port. Have you been to Curacao? Be going there in May. That's
right. We're going to be on the Carnival Horizon in May, and we will be hitting Aruba, Curacao, and Dominican Republic.
And Dominican.
So we are looking forward to that. So Bobby Peace is in the house. What's going on, Bobby? He says Cozumel is his favorite that he looks for, and I think somebody else might think that's a favorite too. Who's that?
That is my favorite. I spent probably 3 or 4 years as a teenager. We went there like 3 or 4 years in a row. Mm-hmm. And as an adult, I've been back there probably 4 or 5 times now. And this last time we went, in July when mm-hmm. we went to Mr. Sancho's.
First time ever.
Yeah. Yep. And I think, we're booked already again to go there in December. We have 3 or 4 more cruises that go to Cozumel, and I think that might be our new hangout.
Yeah, I think that's a fun spot for a ton of people. And you're talking about the food, you're talking about the drinks, you're talking about the beach and just the party atmosphere, nice pools over there. And what is it, $60 or $65? Mm-hmm. It's hard to beat the bang for the buck there with the all-inclusive resort style feel. I loved Mr. Sancho's. Now, for me, I did see somebody over here in the chat that says one of my spots too, and that's Chris Barnett from See the World with Chris. He loves Grand Turk, and I also love Grand Turk, and I love when I see that on the itinerary because the beach is literally right there, and you've got Margaritaville there if you want to grab some drinks. They've got a nice pool area too. And Chris, let me know, have you been to Jack's Shack? Because that's something that I hear a lot about. but we haven't been yet. Next time I go to Grand Turk, I'm going to check out Jack Shack. But yes, Grand Turk is an awesome one.
Chris says that you're closer to the camera than I am.
Well, maybe you need to scoot up there. Come on, scoot up.
Maybe you need to back up. Big head.
Oh, look, there it went. Maybe Chris is right. You know, we haven't had trouble in the past though. Maybe we are a little further off. So pardon us while we try to figure out our issues here. I don't know, Chris. There it goes again. All right, so let's get back to it though.
We need to say hi to Best of Boat Worlds.
Best of Boat Worlds in the house, Chris. I'm trying that, and I think it's worse. What do you think?
Yeah, probably.
All right, so MGM Family Travel. Yeah, look at that. Well, guys, don't take camera advice from Chris Barnett. That's what I'm saying. All right, MGM Family Travel says Half Moon Cay. Now we haven't been to Half Moon Cay in a long time, have we? Just hasn't been on any of our itineraries lately. And I mean, that's a cool place. So Brenda Baker says, please don't poke me in the eye again. Sorry about that, Brenda. I do apologize. Let's see. Betsy from Beach Please agrees Jack Shack and those doggos. And of course, Bet's D-O-double-G would like the dogs at Jack Shack. And yeah, I hear nothing but great things about Jack Shack. Definitely going to check that out next time we're in here. Terry Martin says, thanks for the advice about Mr. Sancho's. We're heading that way in December off the Mardi Gras. Terry, when are you going to be there? We're going to be there in early December. We're going to be on the Scarlet Lady with several other couples from the cruise community here. And we're looking forward to that. So I'm curious what day you're going to be there. Facebook user says, my cruises to Grand Turk have all been canceled, but booked for maybe Mr. Sancho's in October. That stinks that Grand Turk has been canceled. It's so great. Diane says maybe the background is throwing it off of focus. I'll tell you what, we're gonna power through it tonight, and I hope you guys will all stick with us. But we're definitely gonna figure it out before next time. Ronnie is in the house. Woo! Welcome, Ronnie. Good to see you here.
Ooh, Mary Ellen Dillon. I believe get to meet her in person.
Yes, we are on the panorama in just a few weeks. Yeah, that's Mandy George. We didn't say hello to Mandy George, did we?
No, you kept jumping around.
I apologize. Hello, Mandy. Welcome in. Great to have you here. Megan Morris says the Curacao port was very walkable to the town. A fantastic place to just walk around and take in the local culture. I'm going to buzz through a few more of these before we get to what everyone came for, and that's your trivia. But Mary Ellen Dillon says Half Moon Cay is shade over any of the loungers at Half Moon Cay. Like I just mentioned earlier, we haven't been there in a long time. So somebody that is familiar with Half Moon Cay, maybe Bill or Lucy, if you can help Mary Ellen Dillon out on that, I'd appreciate it.
Facebook users over here, we have Linda Kuziak and Terry Morrison Clifton, and she wants us to come on the Glory on October 17th.
Ooh, I wish we could. We are going to be on the Glory for the celebration in March. We are looking forward to that. And Mary Ellen Dillon, Lucy says you can rent a clamshell. Otherwise, you are going to have some fun in the sun. Welcome, Marie Garcia. She says she can't find Mr. Sancho's. Do you book that through Carnival? No, you do not book it through the cruise lines, but Stephanie just booked it. So why don't you let Marie know what she's going to have to do?
If you go to Mr. Sancho's website, you pay a $5 deposit. They have, your all-inclusives you can do. I think for an extra $12 per person, you can use their inflatable slides and
they got
activities.
They've got a whole inflatable park out there that's like $10 or $12 more.
So you pay the deposit, and then when you get to the resort, you pay the rest. They do not take American Express. Found that out the hard way.
Yep.
Thankfully, our friends hooked us up when we were there in July. But yeah, it's just, for the deposit, you can't beat it. I would suggest if you want to go, book soon because they fill up fast. Yeah, and especially I don't know how long they're going to keep their limited capacity. They were sold out when we were there a couple of months ago, and it was pretty empty. So they're trying to be safe. They're trying to follow certain protocols and make sure that everybody has a great safe time there. So yeah, especially until we know that the protocols are back up and they can jam that place packed, make sure you book early. And at only $5,
we're going ahead and booking out on some of our further out cruises. Even if we don't end up going there, we're only out $10. So I think it's worth it to book that time. Cruise Nut says, when in December? We're going December 29th through January 2nd. No, we're going to be there early December. Our cruise sets sail on December 5th. So
I believe it's the 7th or the 8th.
Brenda. The 7th or the 8th is when we're going to be. So Debbie Powell says she likes St. Thomas just for the scenery. Yeah, St. Thomas is beautiful. Mike from Levy's Fat Life also likes Grand Turk, and he says that he's had problems with his Logitech C920 focusing. Yeah, and Mike, I saw that about maybe turn the autofocus off. That's something that I'm going to look into maybe for next time. We'll get set and situated and focus and then turn it off. But I'm afraid if I try to do anything right now, I'm just gonna jack it up even further. So
December 7th.
December 7th is when we'll be at Sancho's. Donna Bodyfelt says Mr. Sancho's is the best. Yes, it is pretty awesome. Right now, if you want to grab your Actually, before we do the first trivia, I've got one more thing, because this is not something that happens very awesome here, but we got something this week.
It happens very awesome here?
No, it doesn't happen very often. But we got what happens all the time is
technical difficulties.
Yeah, technical difficulties and autofocus, but that's okay because we're gonna go off here for a second. This doesn't happen all the time, but we
just got a letter. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. Wonder who it's from.
Beach, please, I'm up to my knees in crystal blue.
It's a letter from our friends.
That's right. It is a package from our friends. What's better than a letter? We don't get mail with all the bills and stuff that we pay online now. We don't get letters very much. So it's pretty cool when something comes in the mail, and it's even better if it's a big box. So all right, can you get rid of this, please? Our friends, Mike and Betsy. Oh, there's two.
Aww. I'm gonna say
what are the chances we can do this without losing focus here? Not good. All right. So these are that weird things. So these are Beach Please shirts. And yes, we're definitely going to rock these. Thank you very much, Mike and Betsy over at Beach Please. Listen, if you guys want to drop us a line, whether it's a little note telling us that, hey, you're doing a good job, or maybe you want to write a note and say, hey, Mark, who's that sidekick you got going on? What's, just whatever. Address is down in the comments of all of our videos and stuff. I know what you're going to do. You're going to praise her and say, hey, Stephanie, kick that guy to the curb. That's all right. That's cool. We love getting mail. And by the way, our birthdays are in December. So if you want to send birthday cards, just kidding. I'm just kidding. Kind of. Not really. All right. Let's go over to the Kahoots and get that game started. All right. There is the game pin for our first game of Kahoots tonight. So we are going to give it a couple minutes to let everybody in that wants to get in. Looks like a lot of people are saying their hellos. Hey, you know what the good news is about being here in the small little box up there is when we get blurry, people really aren't focusing on us anyway. So at least the Kahoot screen is not going to get blurry.
So over on Facebook, Terry is asking, how are the cabs wearing masks? Do you know if drivers are vaccinated? If you're talking about Cozumel, maybe you are. The cabs are good. They have a sign up at the port. It tells you what flat rate you will be paying. I think it cost us $17 for 4 of us total to go to Mr. Sancho's. The drivers were all wearing masks. I'm not sure their vaccination status, but yeah. They were all wearing masks.
Hey, so welcome back to Tech Talk with the Cruise World. Trying to figure out all of our problems here. Mike, I just turned up the light, so yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I didn't really mess with the lights, but hey, you never know. So Kathy from CA Cruisers say, how did you do that, Mark? My kids grew up with Blue's Clues. I'm sort of an editing whiz, Kathy. I'm not sure if you know. No, it's just a little green screen magic and some cut and pasting there in the video. So I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, I hope the beaches liked it.
You know what's funny is
I know. Yeah, go ahead and tell it. I know where you're going with this.
Yesterday, our son, who just turned 21, grew up watching, Blue's Clues. And apparently, Steve, the guy in the Blue's Clues, sorry, I never watched it.
Yeah,
whatever.
that was Steve. That was Steve you saw in that little
just
snippet.
Just yesterday, I believe he posted a video, 25 years after he went off the air. And everybody was, touched by it. And he posted it yesterday.
Oh, is that what it was? It was how long?
I think he went off the air in like 2002 or something.
Yeah.
He went to college. I don't know. Yeah. I didn't watch it, but I saw our son posted it, and then all of a sudden he's showing me what he did. And
yeah. Yeah. So it was pretty cool. She came downstairs. I was editing that little piece together, and you're like, hey, and she thought maybe I was doing that because we saw that. But no, I had no idea. That was just a happy little coincidence. All right. So let's see. Betsy says Beach Police taught him everything he knows. Yeah. Hey, listen. I know how to get a clue because of Steve and Blue's Clues. Yeah. I had a stepson with my previous and he's a great kid. He's 27 now though, and man, yeah, he grew up on Blue's Clues. Had the little chair, had the outfits, everything. Man, I've got pictures of him. I mean, he's looking like a little Steve. We got 29 in the game. That is awesome. I would love to see 30. There we got 30. We're going to give a 15-second countdown here. Oh, back down to 29. Come on back in. Come on. We're going to get this started. I'd love to get it started with 30. 51 in the house. About 30 getting ready to play Kahoots. Hit those like buttons, please. We'd love it if you do that. Let's get ready to play some Kahoots. Here's the question 1. That's all right.
According to the song, what type of tree should you tie a yellow ribbon around? Maple, ash, pine, or oak?
Tie a yellow ribbon around which kind of tree? This dates back to the military days, right? The old, maybe one of the world wars?
Yeah, who sang the song?
I do. Who was it?
It was
Tony Orlando. He would say, tie a yellow ribbon around the old oak tree. 23 of you knew that. We had a few people guessing the maple, the ash, and the pine. But it, in fact, is oak. So let's see how that turns out. I like that is in first. Nick D is in second. The Duchess in third. Lovey and Rhonda B. They are rounding out the top 5. So what we're looking for tonight is we've got 2 different trivias, and the top 3, that's who makes the leaderboard on each of these trivias, are going to get put on a wheel, and we're going to spin that wheel at the end of the show for a Cruise World t-shirt, or maybe a Lions t-shirt if you want to. No, nobody wants a Lions t-shirt. A Cruise World t-shirt. Question 2.
What is the favorite food of Winnie the Pooh? Applesauce, honey, chocolate, or rice?
What did Pooh like to eat? Let's see. I think the majority of people are going to get this. What do you think? They're answering fast. We got 27 answers in, 28, almost there. 28 out of 28 knew that it was honey. Oh, bother. All right, so Gerard Household. That's a household name, right? Did I say that before? Did I make that joke before? That's a dad joke right there. So he's saying hi, Mark, and I think he's saying hello to you as well, Stephanie, as well as Shelly Padilla in the house. Hello, Shelly. She knew that was honey. Mary Ellen Dillon's computer froze. I'm sorry to hear that, Mary Ellen Dillon. I think you knew that was honey, so we'll just go ahead and say you got that one. Let's see how that shakes out. Remember, the faster you answer these correct, the more points you get. It's Me is the highest climber, up 5 places. Looks like the top 5 pretty much stayed the same, except for the 5 slot. Lucy moved up into that, so good job, Lucy. We are going to go ahead and move on to question number 3.
Which fast food chain featured the Where's the Beef advertising campaign? Burger King, Wendy's, Taco Bell, McDonald's.
Now, one of my friends, and I think it's Jason, isn't it? Actually, knows this lady's name. That's some deep down 80s trivia right there. He knows this old lady's name. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but these were very memorable commercials. If you were around in the 80s when these were on, you would know that old lady in that picture there was saying, "Where's the beef?" And that was, of course, Wendy's. Clara Pell. So Mary Ellen Dillon says, so you were pretty close. Or Clara Peller. It's one of those. Just Dave, he was in the biz, as you say, back then. So I'd say that's a pretty good bet. 22 knew it. We do have 46 in the house right now. Hey, if you guys are not in the game right now, have no worries. We are going to play another game. So get your Kahoots devices ready and just hang out and go ahead and feel free to answer in the chat and help everybody out. All right. Rhonda B moves up into 5th place, knocks Lucy right on out of there. Other than that, the top 4 stayed the same, but NASA spaceflight is the highest climber. I'm thinking maybe Tyler, right? That's what I was maybe thinking. Tyler. That if I'm a guessing guy or a betting man, I would say that's maybe Tyler. Let's go on to question number 4, guys. Read it on, Steph.
Which of these actors did not portray a member of the Breakfast Club in the movie? Judd Nelson, Anthony Michael Hall, Demi Moore, Ali Sheedy.
Classic 80s movie that
you've probably never seen.
I have never seen it all the way through. I've seen so many. Sad. I've seen many scenes from it, and I'm sure that I would love the movie. I just haven't watched it, from start to finish.
One day, we're gonna do like an 80s movie marathon.
I love the 80s, but it would take more than a day for me to watch all of the 80s movies that I need to see. The majority of you guys knew that was Demi Moore, very, very popular actress from the 80s and the 90s when she performed in one of my favorite movies. What is that?
It was probably that
Striptease. That's right, Striptease. But 15 of you knew that was Demi Moore. That was not one of the members in the Breakfast Club.
Now you like her daughter. What's her name?
Rumor Willis. Yeah. I when she was on Dancing with the Stars, I enjoyed that. She taught me some moves. Maybe I'll show those on one of the cruises that we're on with all you guys. Nick D has a streak of 4 correct answers in a row, hanging on to that 2nd spot. But I like that. Will not be dethroned, at least not yet. GFV moving up into the 4th spot, though. Rhonda B is in at 5th. Duchess still hanging on to 3rd. This is general knowledge trivia. Question number 5 of 10.
What is it often called when you roll a 1 on both dice at the same time? Private eyes, black eyes, idle eyes, snake eyes. We just talked about this.
Yeah, that we did.
We were playing Monopoly.
I kicked your butts at Monopoly.
You did.
I had everything at the end, literally everything. All right, just about every one of you knew that was snake eyes. Black eyes, no, that's what Stephanie gives me after I make fun of her on a show and as soon as we go off the air. That's actually why we only do the show every 2 weeks, because when she punches me after the show, I need that 2 weeks, for all the bruises to go away. So like the one fan that I have doesn't call somebody and get her locked up, because nobody wants that. Hey, Janice says she has that movie on DVD. Is she talking about Striptease?
I'm thinking she's probably talking about The Breakfast
Well,
Club,
she's talking about, if she's talking about Striptease, like I said earlier, Janice, our address to mail is down in the description of all of our videos. Shelly Padilla knew that was Snake Eyes, as did most of you guys. So I don't expect any big shakeups here on the leaderboard, and we didn't get any. However, Logitech C920X, which I'm going to say is Mike Lovelace, is up 3 places. So good job, Mike. Very well done. We got to move along here, and here's question number 6.
What color do you get when you combine red and yellow?
Oh.
Purple, orange, blue, or green?
Well, I'm going to say this. The squares right there look like the color to me. Those don't look red to me. But come on, guys. This is like elementary stuff. Don't let me down here. Don't let me down.
We have a Mr. Orange who just answered orange.
Red and yellow. It's green. Okay. All right. It is orange. Those squares looked orange to me, but I might be a little colorblind. Did they look a little orange to you?
Optical illusion.
Yeah, that must be. I like that is rocking it. I'm not sure who I like that is, but they're rocking it. But let me tell you something. Nick D is answering fast because he's climbing and he's only 2 points behind. I like that. The top 5 didn't change though. Duchess, GFV, and Rhonda B are rounding out that top 5. So very good job, guys. Logitech missed focus on that one. Okay, so all right. Maybe Mike's Logitech. It's a Mike either way. I should have just said Mike. Here's question 7, guys.
Kleptomania is a compulsive urge to do what? Start fires, steal things, eat, or make love.
Kleptomania. I will tell you. Here's a hint, if you will, that Stephanie is a kleptomaniac. All right, it's just a fact. It's not something that we need to get upset with her about. But I will tell you that in 2010, this one stole my heart. No, she won't give it back. Now, 21 of you knew that a klepto steals things. More of you got this right than knew that the colors red and yellow make orange. So I'm just curious about that. But yeah, y'all know that. So Mr. Orange, yes, you are welcome to shout the answers. I'm not sure if your neighbors are going to like that, but I don't. I say shout it from the mountaintops. Pass it on.
Shout, let it all out.
Yeah, these are the things. Whatever. That's an 80s song.
Do without.
Yeah, come on. I'm talking to you. I like that you gained a little bit more over Nick D. You answered that one a little faster, but again, the top 5 is standing strong. You guys are doing amazing tonight, but only the top 3 are going to move on into the wheel. But Pablo is back with an answer streak of 3. I'm not sure who Pablo is, but welcome, Pablo. I'm assuming that's just a name because I just didn't figure out or I didn't see that in there earlier. Facebook users just figuring out how to play, but that's fine. We got another game, and I'm thinking you're going to rock it, Facebook user.
It's Terry Clifton.
Terry Clifton. Here's question 8, Terry.
What was the name of the rabbit in the movie Bambi?
Dead. Oh.
Bugs, Peter, Roger, Thumper.
I've never seen Bambi.
I'm surprised.
I mean, maybe I can't say that, but because maybe I saw it when I was a little kid, but I surely don't remember it.
I remember seeing it in the movie theater.
You saw it in the movie theater? Was it the drive-in? I mean, you're pretty old. No? You gonna give my heart back now? Oh, well. It's bought and paid for now. All right. 23, you knew that it was Thumper. I actually knew that. Again, never seen it, but I knew that. Look at that. I like that. Answered that quick. But that top 5 is standing strong because we've got 7 players with an answer streak of 4, but they can't crack that top 5. But I'm going to tell you what, Rhonda B and GFV are close enough to make this a game and head into that podium. And I'm going to bet that there's some other people right outside the top 5 that are as well. Yes, Megan, Bambi was. And I will tell you which one in a couple weeks after Janice sends me the DVD because I need to see that movie again. I think there was somebody nicknamed Thumper, too.
Which word is both a horse used for breeding and a plain earring? Mare, stallion, gelding, stud.
It's also my nickname. I'm just kidding. Nobody has ever called me this in. Actually, it could be a couple of those anyway. So I didn't really give the answer away, right?
Mr. Orange is on fire over here.
Yes, Mr. Orange. I hope that you can get into the Kahoots for the next game because it looks like you could rock it. 19 of you knew that was a stud. I think I threw one person off because they thought maybe my nickname was Stallion. Did you almost just choke on your water? All right. Let's see. Oh, I like that. Ooh, got that one wrong. I think I screwed I like that up and they went Stallion on that. But Nick D really took advantage of it, moving up into first. Duchess moves into second. GFV moves into third. I like that. Slides down to fourth. And Beetle up into 5th place. What's so funny? Oh, I'm not interested in this in the Breakfast Club. Thank you anyway, Janice. But yeah, if you've seen Striptease, it's an award-winning film, I think. Award-winning. Yeah. Yet another character from Striptease. All right. Smooth Buffalo 45 making a comeback with 3 in a row. Good job, Smooth Buffalo. But right now, what is the game ID? So, Mr. Orange, go to Kahoot.it, and when we get ready to play the second game, it'll be we'll put it up on the screen. Here is question number 10 of 10. Who's going to win?
In the TV sitcom, what is Frasier's surname? Malone, Kane, Bing, Crane.
So I never watched this show. I probably watched like an episode of it, but I wasn't into it. But I know the answer to this because what show did Frasier come from? What was it a spinoff of?
Cheers.
That's right, Cheers. And I did watch Cheers, so I knew his name from this, as did 18 of you guys. Do you have pen and paper? Ooh, unprepared.
I'm not unprepared.
Because we got to get ready to write down these top 3. They are going to go onto the wheel.
Ready to go.
All right, let's see who is on the leaderboard. In third place is GFV. Good job. In second place is Duchess. And in first place, Nick D.
Wow, you really screwed up.
I screwed up what?
I like that game.
Yeah, I like that. Did come in fourth and Rhonda B in fifth. So good job, guys. Everyone, I hope you guys enjoyed that trivia. If you didn't, please send your comment cards to Stephanie because she is the one that made that trivia. So,
yes, Mr. Orange, you can use the app.
Absolutely. I personally like to open up just another window and do it that way. That way, I only have to look at the computer screen. But absolutely, you can just use the app. Let me jump down here. Let's see. So the 3 people from each of the leaderboards in the trivias tonight is going to win a Cruise World T-shirt. We're going to fix that out for next week, babe. I'm sorry. But even if you don't happen to win the coveted Cruise World T-shirt tonight, they are available on Zazzle and Teespring. So we do have a lot of merchandise on that. So you can pick up a Cruise World shirt to wear on your next cruise, or especially on Zazzle. There's a lot of other cool merchandise.
Except for shot glasses and freaking tumblers,
because for some reason, like there's a shortage of just about everything now during this age of COVID. So I really don't know what to say about that.
Oh, Griswold Family Vacay. That makes sense. GFV.
Oh yeah. Well, we didn't see you in the chat, so yeah, it makes perfect sense now. What's going on, Danny? Glad to have you here. Betsy says, I need a new shirt. That's because you wear it all the time. And hey, we're happy about that. So yeah, we definitely need to get a new shirt out your way. But real quick here, if you didn't know, one of the things that we like to do on the channel, if you happen to be new here, is some parody songs. We like to take the world of cruising and I like to mesh it with my love of music and making videos and do parody videos. And our latest one released just a couple of days ago. And here's a little snippet if you haven't seen it.
Sing us a song, you're the Cruise World guy. Sing us a song tonight. 'Cause we're all in the mood for a parody. You do that pretty alright.
So we've actually got quite a few of those parody songs over on the channel right now. Are you laughing at me while you're watching that or what?
No, TWF.
What'd he say?
He said, I want to dress like all the characters in Breakfast Club for Halloween, or like the striptease cast.
Yeah, maybe the striptease cast it'd be a little more entertaining to see you dressed like them, Tom. But so with that one, though, we had a lot of fun making that one. We made it on Mardi Gras. We got help from Patrick Duffy, the piano bar player on there. We had help from Chris, the Flying Scotsman. And even though I couldn't get John Hale out of the Beach Please green room to actually film his part for us, we used some footage from him. And he actually replied, said the video was brilliant, and he reposted it on his Facebook page, which gave it a huge bump. So thanks so much to John Heald. And man, if you haven't checked it out yet, I'd really appreciate it if you go over there and check that out, and the other videos we have on the channel. More Mardi Gras stuff coming soon as well. Right now, we're going to go back into Kahoots and give you that next code.
Betsy said she sang that all day at work yesterday. I have, with some of your songs now, anytime the real song comes on, I hear the parody in my head.
And for that, I apologize.
No, it's, what I mean. Apologize to Elton John.
Okay, so Facebook user says, love your piano talent.
That's Dennis Styles.
So Dennis, I'm going to tell you something, and I couldn't have done any of that piano without a helping hand, or actually two, from Patrick Duffy, who is an awesome guy. I'm going to tell you, I dove deep into the piano bar culture on this cruise. We spent quite a bit of time in the piano bar. And there are people, and they have a great time on the cruise that pretty much spend every night in the piano bar.
They had shirts.
Yeah.
Like, piano bar takeover. It was quite interesting.
Yeah.
D. Adams.
Yep. So D. Adams, welcome in. Says great shout out from John Heald on his Facebook page. Yeah, that was amazing. He's been very gracious and for a lot of the past ones has made very nice comments on them. But for him to take that one and repost it out with the comment was great. So we really appreciate that, and we can't wait until we get to actually sail with John. Man, that's been eluding us for quite some time.
Always the bridesmaid, never the bride with that one.
Yeah, and if you are interested in sailing with John, I know that his assistant Jacinta just posted a link on his Facebook page today. What that was on the Carnival. It's not the Pride. It's fascinating. I don't know. No,
April.
It's going to be in April of 2022. It's on one of the older ships, but sailing with him is pretty cool. Just ask Bill and Lucy from MGM. Stacy O says she loved it. I'm assuming she's talking about that video, and if so, I do appreciate that.
Betsy, I know where we'll be hanging on the panorama, not the casino.
Yeah, piano bar is more my jam than the casino. Same here, Betsy. So we will definitely be singing some songs. Tom says, love that you poked at your height and the piano guy. Yeah, where's Bill Jensen? I'm sure he loved that, right?
Yeah. Freedom, I think.
Cruise Nuts say Freedom. Mary Ellen Dillon says Legend. I do think it is the Freedom Cruise Nuts. Mary Ellen, we actually were supposed to be on with John on the Legend this past June on a British Isles cruise out of Dover, England. And that was, out of all the cruises through COVID that were canceled, that one definitely hurt the most. Not just because we were looking so forward to meeting John, but because of that itinerary. I've never been to Scotland and Ireland, and I know you have, Mary Ellen Dillon.
And the price point was fantastic.
Yeah. So anyway, the ship show is coming on in 13 minutes, and we've got a whole nother thing to get through here. So we are going to jam through this. I'm giving the 15-second countdown. We got 28 in here right now. Hopefully everybody's in. We're going to get this started, and we're going to run through this trivia fairly quickly.
Can't wait either, Betsy.
Yeah, Betsy can't wait for the panorama. It was awesome to hear that Mary Ellen Dillon's going to be on that. October 30th, Halloween Cruise, Cecilia Sales is going to be on that as well. So, I think somebody else jumped in here right before we go. So, let's go. Trivia time.
What is the lowest Army rank of a U.S. soldier?
I know
Corporal, Specialist, Sergeant, Private.
This is a rank that several people that I served with saw more than once because they kept getting in trouble and getting busted back down. Yeah, Article 15. That'll do it every time, right? Lowest rank of a U.S. soldier. So this is enlisted, and that is a private. I was never actually a private PV1. I was a PV2, so that's a second class of private. Because of my schooling, I entered as a PV2, so I think I got like $5 more a month. I don't like it is in first. Nick D. Then Carr, Spiker Boy, and Logitech C920X round out the top 5. We're moving on to question 2.
What is the world's biggest island? Greenland, New Guinea, Borneo, Madagascar.
World's biggest island. Which one of those? I know my favorite survivor was probably Borneo, right? Yeah, we're going to have to hit this real quick as soon as this. Janice from JP Travel Adventures says that we've got 50 likes right now. That is amazing. If you happen to be in here right now and you didn't hit that like button yet, please do so. But Tom says he likes privates.
That's
all right. Oh, I know it was. So thanks you. Mary Ellen Dillon says you would love Ireland. I know.
We're going to get there.
Oh, man. Yes, we are. Hopefully sooner rather than later. Pineapples is up 6 places. Hopefully they don't turn upside down on there, but I don't like it. Stays in first. Soupy Sales up to second. Nick D, Meow, and Go Packers. I'm going to think that's Janice, unless Nautical Nurse Nancy snuck in the house. Let's move on to question 3.
Which of Shakespeare's plays is the longest? Hamlet, Macbeth, Romeo and Juliet, Othello.
Can't be Romeo, right? That ends pretty quick when they kill themselves.
Spoiler alert.
Ooh, yeah. If you hadn't seen Romeo and Juliet yet, I'm sorry.
Claire Danes. Leonardo.
No, we saw one in grade school, and
with the naughty parts.
Yeah, there was an actress named Olivia Hussey. Yeah, I know her name.
I'm sure
yeah,
you do.
We saw her privates, Tom. We sure did.
All you know about movies is the sexy parts
and striptease. I know that whole movie. Oh, and Showgirls. Yeah. All right, so Nick D moves up into first. Rhonda B is into second. Pineapples are on fire, moving into third. I don't like it. Doesn't like it. Back down to fourth again. And Duchess moves up into fifth. And we move on to question number 4.
Traditionally, what color is absinthe? Green, yellow, red, or blue? Hello, Rafi.
What's going on, Rafi? How you doing, buddy? I talked to Rafi today. I let him know I'm actually going to be going on a trip to his homeland here in a couple weeks. I know you're a little bitter about that, but that's all right. Are you more upset about the out of focus or me going to Spain? All right. Well, that's good. So, wow, really split on that, but apparently absinthe is green. I didn't know that. You knew that, right? You're a bartender, right? So, yeah, oh, okay. D. Adams is up 9 places. They are the highest climb, but not quite cracked the top 5 yet. The top 5 did say the same, except I don't like it, who moved up into third. Pineapples and Duchess are rounding out the top 5 as we move on to question number 5.
All right. How many signs are there in the zodiac? 10, 11, 9, or 12?
How many signs of the zodiac? Mary Ellen Dillon says she should be back in Ireland in June. And Mary Ellen Dillon, when we do finally get something scheduled for there, I'm going to definitely hit you up. Or maybe we can even talk about it next month when we're cruising together. All right, 20 of you knew that was 12. A couple of you got some scattered other answers, but the majority definitely knew that there were 12 signs of the zodiac. Cars up 6 places. They're the highest climber. But we did not have a change in our top 5, which makes things easy as we move on to question number 6.
Which chess piece can only move diagonally? Rook, bishop, knight, or pawn?
So we got Nick D talking about William Shakespeare's striptease. Betsy says she is not in Amsterdam, Mark. I'm not getting the reference. You're gonna have to hit me up on a private polo for that one. I'm probably as soon as she tells me, I'll probably say, "Oh, that's what she meant." We got some chatting going back and forth, and 14 of you knew that was the bishop. I don't play chess. I think I should probably learn though. I think that would be a very fun strategic game for me. Let's see here. 3 players have an answer streak of 3, and Duchess moves up into the top 5. Pineapples down to 5th, and we're moving on to question 7.
In which city was Anne Frank's hiding place? Berlin, Copenhagen, Brussels, Amsterdam.
Oh, well, that's interesting. We took that picture?
Yeah.
That is the Anne Frank house, right? So, yeah, I don't know. That's weird because Betsy just talked about not being in Amsterdam, but Anne Frank was in Amsterdam. So that was some foreshadowing if I've ever seen any. 10 of you knew that was Amsterdam. It can be a tight squeeze when you're climbing up through the little areas and getting into the actual area where Anne Frank was hiding. But that's a book I never read, Diary of Anne Frank. I think more girls read that than boys, right?
I don't know. We had to read it in school.
My mama told me not to read girls' diaries.
What kind of rock did you live under?
My mom told me not to read girls' diaries. That's what it is. All right, so Nick D still in first, but we got some movement. I don't like it up to second. Duchess up to third. Pineapple's up to 4th. Rhonda B is in 5th. Allie's the highest climber, up 6 places. JP never read Hamlet. Betsy's a psychic. Yeah, I think you are, because I don't know what you were talking about, but that was some major foreshadowing for a question that was yet to be read. Question 8. What is it, Betsy?
How many hearts does an octopus have? 3, 2, 1, or 4?
You'd really be a klepto if you fell in love with an octopus, because you'd steal many hearts, right? Yeah. I know they have 8 legs. I think everybody knows that, but I didn't know they had a bunch of hearts. Well, maybe they don't. Maybe they only have 1. Nope, they got 3, right? Wow, that was a weird question, but that's general trivia, right? You never know what you're going to get.
It's like a box of chocolates.
Yeah, 7 of you got that. I've never seen that movie.
Shut
I'm
up.
just kidding. I have seen, calm down, guys. I have seen Forrest Gump. Nick D has a streak of 8 correct answers in a row. That is awesome, Nick, and it's good enough to get you in first place, followed by I Don't Like It, Duchess, Pineapples, and Rhonda B. We are running out of time, so we are moving on to question 9.
Which Dutch artist painted girl with a pearl earring? Van Gogh, Mondrian, Rembrandt, Vermeer.
All right, so now we've got a Dutch. We got Betsy talking about Amsterdam. We got a question about Amsterdam, and then we got a question about a Dutch artist. So I know 2 of these are Dutch, right? I guess at least 3 of them were, right? Because I knew Van Gogh and Rembrandt, but we've got 3. So Vermeer, 6 of you got that right. I think there may be some movement here. Let's see. Yes, Nick D holds on, but Duchess and Pineapples are rounding out that top 3, followed by I Don't Like It and Rhonda. Pineapples has an answer streak of 9.
Wow.
That's like a grilled pineapple because that is on fire. Seriously. Good job.
Wait, don't say you're putting the kibosh, the jinx on people when you talk about how well they're doing.
Oh, sorry about that. Let's move on to question 10. Here it is.
Power outages in the U.S. are mostly caused by what? Faulty lines, birds, squirrels, weather.
I think I know this one. I do. Let's see. Supposedly you need to get some QR code to get into Spain. Vizo, I've got a website I've got to go to. I've got a website I got to go to fill out some health stuff. So yeah, I've definitely got to get a QR code. I'll talk to you more about that offline. And I did know that it was squirrels. I didn't know I know it, but as soon as I heard that and saw that, squirrels was my answer. Only 6 people got it right. So this is going to be interesting. Get your paper ready. Let's see who.
I got my paper.
Let's see who's in the top 3. Hey guys, if you happen to win tonight, I Don't Like It in 3rd. In 2nd is Duchess. And in 1st, Nick D. Hey, whoever wins tonight's going to have to email us at thecruiseworld@gmail.com and then with your size and all that, and I'll give you some options for shirts. So, Steph, we're going to go back to the main scene, and I'm going to let you talk to these fine people, catch up on the chat real quick while I load up this wheel, all right?
All right. Let's see. Janice, I don't know if they chew the lines. I'm sure they do. They're squirrels. They're just rats with tails, right? Let's see.
So we had a couple people do very well in there tonight. Nick
Yes,
D and
did.
Duchess, they both have earned themselves 2 entries on there.
Tom says, great show, Blur and all. Thanks, Tom.
Oh, thanks. In fact, I would argue that most people probably think it's better when we're blurred out.
Well, maybe you went blurred out.
Well, yeah.
I like to see my smile.
Yeah, unfortunately, well, we might be able to figure it so where they can blur me and you be in focus. Maybe if Chris Barnett says, if you sit closer, maybe that will happen, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm going to randomize this real quick, and you tell me when to stop.
Oh, stop.
All right. There we have it. We are spinning. This is for the T-shirt. So remember, whoever this lands on, give us an email at thecruiseworld@gmail.com. And it's going to be Nick D. Congratulations, Nick. You will be the proud owner of some Cruise World swag. So send us that email, and I'll get back with you with some choices on shirts. Let's go back here. Let's take one more quick look at the chat. We want to thank you guys for hanging out with us today. We do this every other Wednesday. Like I said, I've got to let the bruises heal from Stephanie because she beats me for making fun of her. And I don't blame her, but I have fun doing it. So is there anything you want to say to these fine people?
Thank you for putting up with our nonsense tonight.
Yeah. We love,
appreciate you guys being here.
Yeah, we do for sure. We love cruising. We love trivia. I'm so excited that several people in this chat we're going to get to meet in what, like 50 days, right?
And then soon after that, we're going to meet 3 more couples.
Yep. And then in December, we're going to meet. Yeah.
No, that is December. In December.
Yeah. Okay.
In January.
Don't confuse me.
And then in March, going to see Billy Fearon again.
Yes, on the Glory Celebration, I'll see a bunch of people. So, hey, the main thing is cruising is back, regardless of what John from Jan Travels will tell you. Cruising is back. We're having a great time. We can't wait to get back on another ship. We got more Mardi Gras stuff coming out very soon. But for now, you just need to remember that
life is short
and cruising It's fun. We'll see you guys soon.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.